Alright guys, today I've been nested as a Tyrannosaurus baby. Let's see how we grow this thing. I also seen you guys ask on how to grow a Rex in general, so I'm gonna cover both. What to do if you're nested, basically hold E, and what to do if you have spawned in yourself. Alright, I think the best way to go about this is to cover it as a from percentage to percentage basis, meaning from 0% to 25, from 25 to 50, from 50 to 75, and then the last mile, of course, as well.
You know what? You have one.
Hell yeah.
And also, since I'm a baby, all I really have to do is just sit here and look very pretty. It's literally your life as an early Rex. You just stay very close to your parents, unless you're being told otherwise, because you might have to hide in a bush somewhere. You top off on the food. They go for hunting and you will be just fine. Young Rexes can last surprisingly long with food and water. Unlike any other species, you just have enough time. Now after a while, you're gonna be big enough to eat solids. Once you hit that point, you just want to stay near your parents, or if they send you on your way, you do the same thing as you would do as if you were spawned in yourself. And before we do anything really, do not choose a mutation. Choose nothing for the first hour, and then pick up enhanced digestion as soon as it becomes available. This mutation prevents your nutrients from decaying as fast as they normally would, which basically translates into you grow faster for the rest of your life. Huge plus, and later on if you ever have to nest or whatever, it's gonna be useful, and also just to keep yourself healthy, because that 10% frag resist from perfect diet is really nice. Alright, let's get on with it. Which brings us to the question of what you should be doing when you spawn in yourself. Well, the answer is really damn simple. You just want to find some food, preferably a boar, a deer, or a turtle. Then you vomit on it, you heal the vomit, and you eat, so that you can shorten the 2 early hours where you're stuck being not hungry at all. So you just force empty your stomach, and after that you just eat. Now, of course, Masa over here doesn't have to do that because he's being spoon-fed, and life's just good when you're nested. But otherwise, you just want to find an AI, end its life, vomit on it, and get at least one of your diets up to full. Now, as a nested dinosaur, it's always more fun because you'll spawn in with siblings, you have parents, and it feels more genuine, you know what I mean? Like, it's the closest thing you'll get to the experience. But if you are spawned in, you will not have such luxuries. You will not, yeah, maybe you will have a friend to grow with, but you both will not be able to do much. So in the early stages of your life, I would say until you're like 700 kilograms, if you're not hungry, if you're not thirsty, you want to be crouching, so not sitting, you want to be crouching in a very dense bush. That's literally it, guys. I think mistake number 1 is people who sit, because the Rex makes a lot of audio when it's resting. And the second mistake is people trying to play the game in the first 2 hours. Don't fall for the trap, you will die. So yeah, that's basically life as a spawn-in, right? But as a nested one, you can just play right off the bat. Especially on nerve survival, where you're allowed to stay with your parents up till 40% growth. It can really pay off to be, you know, at the dinner table. Yum. Now, otherwise, the biggest reason why I say that you have to stay put is because of situations like these. Without mom and dad here, oh, we would be very cooked. Now, if hell happens to break loose while you're underneath your parents and they have to fight, step 1, get away from them. Step 2, find a hiding spot and do the same thing as what you would do as if you were spawned in and just growing. You find a spot that you crouch in it. Not sit, you crouch. And sometimes you just gotta know when to go. Ooh. Alright. This is where you need your poker face. Stay put, don't move. You're playing a little mini game right now. The first who moves dies. Ooh. Thank God that was mom. So yeah, I'm checking and boom, we got enhanced digestion. It's the first mutation you want if you don't already have it. In my opinion. Of course there are complete PvP guides out there with people who don't really care about these things, but my video, I get to recommend mutations. Haha. Now of course life can be much rougher if you're just on your own and trying to score that first meal. Now I already did my thing on a turtle, as you can see. Found a turtle on the beach at Swamp. I recommend going near the rocks, like right over here. There are turtle spawns here on the left and on the right side of this canyon. Pretty good spot. But yeah, if all of you watch this video and all of you grow there together, you'll probably end up fighting each other. So keep that in mind. And yeah, I'm just trying to get my diets. And caution is your main play here. You want to be... What's the word for it? I guess you want to be overly paranoid when you are a baby Rex. You want to realize that 90% of fights you're gonna lose. So you want to stick to yourself, eat some AI, and just be a happy little baby running around the world, but out of sight. Don't be near people. You can just eat your bacon and eat your venison. Pretty good life, not gonna lie. Just very boring and very lonely. After you did this, you just want to look for a really good hiding spot, and you want to be thinking of a spot where nobody can accidentally walk on you. You want to be looking for a nook or a cranny, something you can just completely conceal in, and where probability of somebody walking there is pretty much below 1%. But yeah, pretty chill. I also recommend growing during a lower pop. It's just so much easier to get your stuff done. They also changed something in the swamp here. I don't know why Dundee did this, but there's now invisible walls on all of these plateaus, so you're gonna need a better hiding spot than that. Alright, so while Camo over here is just sitting and growing and watching Netflix, let's go back to Moss. Now we have lost one of our siblings, who apparently went AFK during this whole fiasco. Do not go AFK during moments like these. Oh, they're both still alive. Okay. Oh yeah, now we don't know where our final sibling is. And yeah, the Carnos are also looking for him. So we just don't know what to defend right now. Anyway, in these moments, even if you're a very empathic person, watch your own back. Don't be a hero or some sacrifice person, just stay quiet, roll with it, let natural selection do its thing. You're not responsible. Now, unlike Camo, who is from the ghetto and has to do things the hard way with struggles, Mas is from a rich family, who pretty much gets spoon-fed. Now, all good and well, and you literally just live the life and stay near your parents. Also, when you are traveling, try to stay underneath their tail, like right behind the legs, underneath their tail. If something attacks you, they are more likely. They killed him. Well, down to 2. Like I said, let natural selection do its thing. I still feel bad about it though. Oh yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, stay near your parents. Otherwise, you'll end up like my brother. May his soul rest in peace. Now, if you're a young Rex like Camo, sometimes you're gonna have to throw hands. But it is not always required. In fact, I think the best thing you can do here is try to form an alliance with the first Rex you come in contact with. Your survival odds as a duo rise significantly. It does sort of bottleneck you both while you're getting in the growth spurt phase, but really, it is quite manageable. Yeah, basically the same old story. Now notice how much audio my Rex produces while sitting. How Vampy is completely silent, so you always want to be crouching, guys. 41, almost at 50. And as Moss had also hit 41, his parents went back to doing their thing, bullying the local wildlife, and now Moss is on its own. Now Moss is breaking the rules here a little, and he's moving around while not really big enough to move around yet. And honestly, it can be quite scary. Now, if you find yourself in this predicament, the first and foremost advice I can give you is stick to your hiding spot, don't move, don't readjust, don't be like, oh, I'm not good enough concealed, I need to go. No, all that moving around is just gonna rustle the leaves and make him aware that you're still there. You want to convince your pursuer that there's nothing there to pursue. And after that, you just dip. Calm-headed as hell, you just do it. Keep your ears active though, and if you hear it again, you just do the same thing and just pray again. It's the only thing you can really do until you hit that top speed of 57 kilometers. Now I want to evacuate Moss out of here without dying, so I'm gonna do the smart thing. I'm gonna wait for a weather change or anything that helps me conceal myself easier. So I'm waiting for mist, I'm waiting for night to fall. I'm just gonna sit here. Food or water doesn't drop fast, so I'll just bear with it. It will drop a little, but like I said, bear with it. When I needed it most, the bad weather didn't appear for once. So I decided to just dip under nightfall. And as I was dipping, I noticed a little bit of mist was rising, so I just pretty much played on it and sent it all the way out of here. You really want to be growing in the more denser parts of the map that still has some form of AI spawns or player traffic. But you want to be going for the low zones, the cold zones. Don't go for hotspots. It is very easy to keep getting food in hotspots, especially if you're a peak player. So if you want to challenge yourself, do that. But for those who just want to grow a Rex, you can do so just like that. And if you watch my other video, then you'll also know how to fight if the need ever arises. Now, like I said, stay overly paranoid. Here I run into a deer. I did not kill this, I don't know what killed it. Could be a herbivore, could be a carnivore, could be a trap, could be an Herrera. Now with Moss I also went for some turtle hunting. Because at the end of it all, it's just the easiest way to grow. And these turtles, I've been finding them around here and around here. I even found one as I lived on this island for a bit, so that's kind of crazy. But yeah, you just want to be eating some and just same gameplay, really, as if you're spawned in. Without my parents, without my siblings, I'm just growing, and really, the only thing I need is time and safety. And a full stomach. Especially when you're drinking, really make some mental notes of where crocodiles like to hang out. You do not want your 2 hours or 3 hours early investment to go to waste because you decided that you wanted to go for the full treatment right on top of a croc. Instead, I like to go for these little ponds that are off in the middle of nowhere. And just take a little sip when I feel it's safe. And you kind of want to do this up till 50%. Now, early on, the 40 to 50% rate, I think that's when your growth spurt starts to hit. If I'm wrong, you guys can correct me down below. But I think it's around this time that it starts to happen until about 60-65%. So let's cover what you should be doing during this time. This is actually the most crucial phase of your growth. Now, Camo has gotten a little bit bigger. And still has a partner. So they are quite formidable. But one of the downsides of growing in a low density area is it's a low density area. I would say around this time is where you want to start moving around and do your stuff. Although to be fair, the most optimal moment to do all your prime tasks is when you hit 57 kilometers an hour. Once you are that fast, in theory, you are untouchable. So you could just zoom around the map and do all the stuff and things. I just like to be a little bit more formidable before I go there. I'm still quite fast. I have a murder sprint because I'm 50% already, and yeah. For my second mutation, what I went with, I don't recommend this though. It's really just to make sure that you grow fast, right? And that you can grow your Rex as easy as possible, because that's what this is about. So I went with efficient digestion. However, and I must stress, the most important mutation to pick here is traumatic thrombosis. Without it, you're kind of cooked, but I plan to take it as my fourth, so it kind of will work out for me. I do not intend to get into crazy scuffles that will bleed me out anytime before that. Here we find the Carnos. A little thing you can do as a Rex duo, although it has become the bread and butter move for most Rexes to play this way, is to set one up to bait and the other one in a hiding spot. And hoping, just praying that they go for you. Sadly they do not, but I find a turtle. And good all good. Trying to attract those Carnos, but sadly they didn't play ball, and they were very wise to do so, because Vampy would have destroyed them. Now meanwhile, Mars is on a whole different type of mission. He doesn't rely on baiting, instead he has a bit of a knack for pursuit hunting and ambushing. When you're a solo Rex, this is kind of the game plan. And the strategy with pursuit hunting as a Rex of this size is quite simple. You pick up their trail and you crouch towards them. Imminent doom if they choose to rest. If they keep going, they'll get away from you. But then they would have gotten away from you either way. So the opportunistic move you can make here is you either run them down so fast and so hard that they can't react, or you ambush. Something else you can do, since Rex at this grove has really good regen for stamina, is you can try to push them, scare them into using too much until they run dry while you hold 60% stamina. As long as you stay above 60, as we call it, you can always regen your stamina by simply trotting. And if they fall below that, then they can no longer trot to get it back, so they will, eventually run out. Now, every time you find the tracks, you want to check where the arrow is headed. And you just trust in that, unless visual information, meaning you literally see the guy running another way, tells you otherwise. Here I'm assuming that he might have used this grass to his own advantage to hide, not knowing that I got his prints. It's not a lot of people do this. Oh, here I spot him. This is what I mean when visuals can override what you get told. Because those set of prints will just lead me to the next one. So if I can shortcut and find him. There we go. Then you can skip some of them. Alright. Let's see where this goes. And yeah, basically at this size, you really want to be relying on some simple hunts like these. When you're full on food and water, you can take on these long hunts. And if all else fails, you return to where turtles are and where you can find AI. I see his tracks over here, and I'm quite sure he's here. Because the tracks are not showing me a direction. You hear that? He just moved. He was literally hiding here. Now I think I hear him dropping off something. Now I'm hearing on my right, climbing. I think he went up here instead. Hear him on my right. But to be honest with you, I have no idea where he is. At night it can get a little tricky, even though Rex is supposed to be very good in nighttime. Like here, he's supposed to sit somewhere. I'm gonna try bite some bushes. Also try to see if you get stuck on some of them. But yeah. Usually they like to sit in these tree branches. So I'm gonna circle that next. Maybe he's pushed himself all the way in here. Huh. I have no idea where he went. Okay. Well, that's a GG. He is nearby, but I don't know where. Did you guys spot him? If so, let me know down below. So I didn't. Where do you guys think this aloe went? Because I'm actually hella curious, and I didn't have an F2 active. Otherwise, I could have checked. Where did this guy go? And what happened? Maybe he even fell off the waterfall. I really don't know. What some people also do, and it is pretty successful because I do it myself, and I think I recommended doing this in my first guide I made on this, is eat the AI. While you have your growth spurt, go from one AI to the next and just keep going like a machine. Eat right through it. You're gonna have to do this for quite a while. Although around opportunity? Question mark? Huh. You want to be very opportunistic as a Rex. Whatever chance arises, you just want to go for it. I'll check what's over there, but I think it's just a juvie hunting some AI. So all in all, you kind of want to be living like this up till like 75% at least. You want to take it easy. You want to make sure that you have the following mutation for sure. I can barely pronounce this, so forgive me if I don't even try it. But this one prevents you from getting fractures, and it is just really, really required. And of course, before I forget, your prime should be active by now. But in case you really don't know how to do this, I'll quickly go over it one last time. I have covered it several times already, but just in case you haven't seen any of my other videos, because they're kind of shit anyway, this is how you do it. So step 1 is basically visit a sanctuary. But what they don't tell you is that even though the marker disappears at one point, you can still visit it up till 75% growth and activate the condition. You do not have to go there as a juvie and run to your death. You can straight up do it later. The second thing you really want to do is get a perfect diet. Now, as a Tyrannosaurus, you will live for several hours and have several hours of opportunity to get this done. Relatively easy to, for example, a Pteranodon or a Troodon. It's a whole world of difference. It's so easy. And last but not least, you want to visit one of the following spots. Now, I have noticed that they have shifted a little. I don't know if intentional or if the devs are fucking around with it, or either way, the spots seem to be not working anymore, and then I discovered just they are shifted. So this one went from here to here. This particular spot went from here to here. And this one I kind of don't know yet, but I imagine something similar has happened, and it should be a small shift in either direction. Alright. Check on Camo. Camo is now in the neighborhood of 4 to 5 tons. Maybe 6, if generous. And currently hunting in the swamps. Around the tunnel, herbivores sometimes gather there to eat the bushes, and Deinosuchus likes to cross there, which are 2 really good targets to live off while you're growing. But this might look like a painstaking process to crouch around like this, but stealth comes at a cost when you're the size of an ice cream truck. Let's crouch up on that trike and see what the situation is. Now, this is as close as I managed to get. They're right there at the next bush. There's a smaller female and a pretty big male by the looks of it, and I think they are nesting. I also smell some food on my left, or well, I don't smell it, but I hear it. Curious what that is. Just to careful not to use my scent, because it will give me away. The audio travels quite far. Yeah, they got kids. I guess, you know what? I'm not going for them. I'll show myself, and after that I'll show a clear sign of, hey, I'm not going for you. Nah, bro, I'm too small. I'm not interested. Go in, man. Let me eat the body. So sometimes herbivores can be a bit aggressive like this when you just want to eat, and I get it, but let me eat. My advice is just go away, disengage. And I do hope that they just move on to their water source and let me near that bee diet that I crucially need, if you can tell. I don't stand a chance against these strikes. Don't get it twisted. Snatching a baby? I can do that. Oh man, you really gonna call my bluff? He's calling my bluff. One last time. Alright, as I was backing off, this guy kept shit talking. So I was like, you know what? I literally can just snatch one of those kids. It is not the hardest thing in the world. And besides, what's more fun than pissing off an already pissed off Herbie? Now Rex is really agile, so you can easily juke, and then with the ambush sprint combined, then I just juke this one, and voila. Oh, I actually missed. Okay, this one. And just like that, he got a bit of karma. Yeah. Now this guy went on to rage at me quite a bit in global. But that's not why we're here. Alright, let's move on to the next objective. Now Camo is getting close to getting adult, 7 to 8 tons, and spot 2 dinos trying to cross. They're absolutely massive, but we might be able to do this. One of them looks hurt. I'm just gonna send it. So the nice thing when you're this size is you can test the waters quite a bit, because you have a lot of HP to work with. Alright, just want to crush him over and over. Not to really stun them. This is not good for me. Have to play more careful. Thought I could at least do the stun. These guys are probably prime dinos. Both of them. And if I keep this up, they're probably going to kill me. That said though, if I can kill one of them, that's such a win. That one looks hurt. I can just break some bones or maybe skull frag. Let's check. Oh nice. I think I actually did stun over there. There's a 7-second cooldown between stuns. At the time, I just don't have the time for that. But normally if you wait 7 seconds between crushes, then you always get the stun attack. And here I'm just trying to get lucky. Yeah, no. We're gonna call it. That one is walking me down, what? It's only one. Ah. I'm getting hurt. I'm getting really hurt. Alright, let's heal this off. And soon I should be 75.
This bush was really good though.
Yeah, I don't see him. Still don't see him. Now I see him.
Like, oh!
The size difference between an 88 and a 75 is subtle, but it's there. So if you don't have a friend, just play very cautious.
Yeah, good.
Check out
Now
the
you can
link.
walk around without giving a fuck.
Now Camo has also teamed up, and a Dibble just ran right past them. You can push Dibbles quite hard using your murder sprint, but it's not enough. That said though, it produces quite a bit of a fear factor when they see you closing in or cutting them off. Oh! Bro went down the cliff. That's one way to get a meal.
Just ignore the Omni. It doesn't exist.
I don't know.
Thumb up.
Good job. Stego on the other side of the water there.
Make him camp. Get behind him. Wait, go past him so that he walks this way again. I can jump him.
Bad. Pretty good tree here.
Right, now you can.
Oh, sorry, I just bit your head. I'm stuck on the tree. There we go.
Shit.
Sorry about that first touching. He might get. You can get him. You should have waited way longer. What are you doing? You might not have seen me though. He hasn't seen me. Oh, maybe.
Get up.
No! what I said. You went up way too soon. Bro fucking pre-came super hard.
I'm just going back in the same spot.
Sarah's over here.
Oh, that's why I can see.
Oh wait, I might get the other one here.
Get him.
No, what?
You're just as bad as me.
No man, you fucking missed the still standing target.
No, I was obstructed by the bush. But I didn't
Yeah,
see him
true.
proper.
True. Oh no way, we messed that up.
We did.
Okay, so I really don't want to talk about that. That was just horrible on my end. But this guy is shit-talking that Becky on that rock. Bro just got ambushed by us, decided to run back and shit-talk the Becky. So, let's see if I can get him.
Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh my god. Good one.
He thought it was over.
He thought it was over. He really did. And the back is just laughing.
At the end of it all, you will be a 12.3 ton behemoth. And the Rex is growing, won't even dare to mess with you. You'll be the thing they're avoiding. Until you get taken out by a rival Rex. You are now the taker of hours, the destroyer of daily quests. You have reached it. You are now 88% in your prime. A true apex predator. All your hard work was for this to be on top of the entire food chain. Now all there's left to do is feast.